Yeah, guys. So last session we discussed simple if. So today we are trying to discuss if else and else if and remaining. So let us start with the if else now. So let me delete this part. So what is if else and save it first. Save as 4th April, right? Yeah. Yeah. So now we are talking about if else in this session, if else and followed by else if the remaining things. So what is if else? Let's have a look at this. So if else. So it is used when we have exactly two choices, guys. So if we have exactly two choices, then only we use if else. For example, pass or fail. There is one scenario. So if means if the student is pass, I mean pass means we will check with the respective minimum marks, like 35 marks in each and every subject is minimum. So if student got greater than equal to 35 in all the three subjects, then I will say pass. Otherwise, that is else. Else means if not, then fail. That is what one scenario. Second one is suppose if student is performed very well in all rounds of interview, then we can say selected in the job, selected in a placement, or rejected. Okay, selected or rejected. Only one option. So if you have another option called hold, this is not suitable, guys. Selected or rejected. That's it. Either this or that. Okay, so like as I said you, true or false kind of thing. True or false, selected, rejected, pass, fail. Okay, only two options. So white or black, only these two. We don't have other than two choices. Then only we will go for if else. Okay, so I can say like active, inactive. Suppose loan is active means it's working. I mean it's still running. That is said to be active. Or inactive. Inactive means it's not in active mode. It's not running actually. It is closed. That is said to be inactive. So what are the active loans for customer? So whether the loan is active or inactive. That is what they are checking. Okay, EMI paid or unpaid. Okay, only two choices. So paid or unpaid, or you can say paid or due, paid or due, so etc. This kind of scenarios will be used in a if else, exactly when you have two choices. Why I'm saying exactly two choices? Because if only will be checking the condition. If you see the syntax, you'll understand more perfectly. So what I'm saying here, we are writing syntax here. If we are writing condition or expression here, curly brace open close, it's a block of if statement. You can write as many as statements you want. Then we are writing else, and then again another block, else block we are writing here. You can write a number of statements. So this is the way we need to write the if else in a C sharp. So what are we understanding with this? If this condition is true, whatever you are writing condition or expression inside this if is true, then this block is getting executed. Okay, if this condition is false, blindly it will go to else part and then it will execute this area. That is said to be the way it is going to execute. So what happens at the end of this if else, either if block will be executed or else block will be executed. There is no chance of executing both of them, and there is no chance of executing nothing. 100% one will be executed. That can be either if or else. That is the difference or the behavior of if else. So exactly when you have two choices, as I said you, the student wrote exam, the result might be pass or fail. No sir, it's on hold, then this is not suitable. Exactly. Or you might have other results, like we have other options like withheld is there, okay, or absent. Absent is also fail. There is no third choice, boss. The results are announced, the student might be pass or fail. Only two. Okay, if student attended interview, that result may be either selected or rejected. Only two, active or inactive, paid or due. So this kind of exact two scenarios, better to go for if else. Let us see some examples now. Now let us go with the old example what we know, that is said to be even number or odd. So even or odd using if else. Already we did this with the help of what you call simple if. We did it with simple if. Now we are doing the same thing with the if else. How to do it? Just we'll take a number from user. If num mod 2 double equal to 0, we are writing a message that is said to be console.writeLine. I'm writing in a short even number, or even I'm giving in short. Else if not, if ante true aite, else ante kaakapothe. If this is not true, then what do? We will say order. Just the message is console.writeLine order. Okay. So like this you are utilizing this if else in a C sharp. So what are we doing here? First we are checking a condition. What is the condition here? If the number is divisible by 2, you divide a number with 2 and remainder is 0, that means number is divisible by 2, then I will say even number. If not, if the number is not divisible by 2, it will go to else part and you will get odd. For example, I gave 6. 6 mod equal to 0, yes, so this is getting printed. Next time when I am running the program, I gave 7. 7 mod equal to 0, no. So then else part, this odd will be printed. So that is how if else will be utilized or used in a C sharp. Okay. So let's continue with the same example in Visual Studio. After that we will be looking at the drawback of if else. As I said you, if you have more than more than two choices, then how if else will give you bad results, that we'll discuss later. Now we are selecting console application C sharp.net framework, .NET framework, and I'm giving project name as if else demo 1. So I'm selecting this console app.NET framework. Project name is if else demo 1 I'm giving, or if else even odd. Let's say like that, even odd. Okay, yeah. So create. So now we are writing the code. As we have seen in the previous examples, we are taking number from user into num variable, and we are writing same condition which I shown in the notes. Same, I'm writing like this: num mod equal to 0, even, else odd. Same thing I'm writing, guys, so that it's easy for us to understand. So after that, we will look into the previous example what we have done so far, like student result, pass or fail. Okay, student result. I gave you task yesterday, last session. So student result. So what is that? Pass or fail. So how to do that in a if else? We will see that. Okay, let's go to our Visual Studio and write the code. So we are talking about if else with the help of even odd number. If else demo 1, that is even or odd. Like that I wrote comment line first, taking a number integer num and asking the user for a number, console.write or write line, enter a number, like that I'm asking. Since it is only one number, you can go with console.write, which display the cursor in the same line. Okay, I read it, guys, into num variable. So num is equal to convert dot to int that of console.readline. I read the number into num variable. Yeah, 2 in 32. T should be capital letter. Yeah. So we got it. So far so good. After receiving number, what I'm writing? If number mod 2 double equal to 0, true. If the number is divisible by 2, then what I'm saving even number, else what I'm saying odd number. Okay, so let's run it and test it, guys. We are entering the values now. Let us run it twice. One is with the even number, another one is with the odd number. We'll check both the cases. Okay, the first case I'm looking at is even number. There is no rule that first we need to give if condition value, something like that. I can give 9 also. See guys, I'm giving 9 a odd number. Next I'm giving even number, then I'll be getting like 8 I'm giving. I should get even number message. See guys, I'm entering 8 and see the output, even number. So it's working perfectly. Is it clear, everybody? Okay, so that's all about if else first example. Let us go to the second example, that is said to be like student result pass or fail. How to do that? Student result example. Let me copy paste this in our notes. Okay, here I'm pasting the code here. Right click. So second one is result pass or fail. How to do this? So we need to take a three subjects marks from user, roll number and name of the student. So I'm taking all these things together. So let us copy this one. Go to file, close solution. I'm creating a new project. So I'm selecting this .NET Framework template. If else underscore student result I'm giving. Okay, create button, click on create. Now let's copy paste it. If else demo 2. So what is this? Student result, a pass or fail. I can say student result. Okay, student result, pass or fail. It can be pass or fail. So what should I take? I'm taking roll number, R and O I'm giving. So M1, M2, M3 or S1, S2, S3 guys. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 or M1, M2, M3. It's your wish. And string name, I'm reading the name of the student in a string variable. And total and average I'm taking as yeah, integer total I'm taking, comma tot. And average I'm taking as double. So the variables are ready. And what I want to do is, if student is passed, then only I want to display total and average. If student is failed, just I want to display roll number, name and marks in three subjects. I'm not going to calculate total and average for a failed candidate. So how to do that? So first let us ask the user for roll number. I'm taking RNO is equal to convert.toInt32. After that I'm asking for name. Name is equal to console.readline. Then I'm asking for marks in three subjects. Okay, marks in three subjects at a time. I'm taking marks in three subjects. So user will enter S1 marks, S2 marks, S3 marks, all the three. S1 is equal to, I'm writing convert dot to in 32 of console dot readline. First subject marks I'm reading. After that I'm reading second subject marks. After that I'm reading third subject marks. So we got marks in three subjects. After that, before calculating total and average, so let me check whether the student is pass or fail. Now I have a question, guys. So where should I declare total average variables? Do I need to declare all the variables in the beginning? No, as I told you, you can declare variables wherever you want. I'm deleting these variables now because I don't want these variables from the beginning. Only for the student who is passed, for him or her I'm keeping total and average variables. For the student who got failed, for them we need not use variables like total and average, right? So that I'm not declaring variables in the beginning of the program. So I will declare them in the middle of the program. So what I'm doing here, let us take what you call condition first. If else I'm taking, for better understanding, guys, you can also, when we have multiple curly braces, we'll get confusion, right? To avoid that, one curly brace is for main, another one is for class, another one is for namespace. To understand, here you can write a comment. So end of main, like that you can write it. this is end of class, this is end of namespace. Like that, if you write it, you will understand, okay, this bracket is for end of main method, this is for end of the class, this is for end of the namespace, so that you will not have any confusion while writing curly braces in if else or something. So what I'm writing, if s1, it is automatically giving you guys, if s1 greater than equal to 35, s2 greater than equal to 35, s3 greater than equal to 35, if all subjects greater than equal to 35, so what I'm saying, console.writeLine, result is pass, or congratulations, you have passed in the exam. Okay, I'm saying result is equal to pass, like that I wanted to print. And else means I will say sorry, got failed, or you can say console.writeLine, result is equal to pass, oh sorry, fail I'm getting. So else means if this is not true, if student got less than 35 in any one subjects, then I will say result is equal to fail. So if student is passed in the exam, then what should I do? If student got passed in exam, I need to calculate total and average, and I want to display the mark list completely. So integer TOT is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. I'm calculating like this. Double average is equal to, here I'm declaring variables, total by 3.0, like that you can write it, or you can say total by 3. You can use explicit typecasting, which I told in the previous sessions. Now I'm displaying total and then average. Of course, I need to display the complete mark list, as I said, your roll number, name, and marks in 3 subjects, so that it looks like a complete mark list. Roll number RNO, followed by name of the student. Student name is plus name. My variable name is name, so that I'm giving like this. Then I'm printing marks in 3 subjects. So that is sub 1, subject 1 plus S1 value I'm printing. Same way I need to display S2 subject 2 marks, S2 and S3. I'm printing all the 3 subjects marks together, so that it looks good, looks like a student mark list. So S1, S2, S3, 3 subjects are ready. Now what are we doing? We are going to print the complete mark list for the student who got passed. Okay, so what about student who got failed, else part? So if all the 3 conditions are true, then this block is getting executed, where it is printing pass message, roll number, name, and total average, everything. But if student is passed, I don't want to take the variable, so that I'm declaring variables inside a block. And for the student who is failed, just I need to display roll number, name, and marks in 3 subjects, because he or she need to check in which subject they got less than 35, right? So that is the reason I'm just printing roll number, name, and marks in 3 subjects. I'm not printing total and average. I copy pasted here. I got roll number, name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. So this is the real-time scenario where we display the, I think Uma is joining. Yeah. So we are printing like real-time scenario where we display total and average for past candidate, and failed candidate, just we are printing roll number and name, marks in 3 subjects. So this is where if else is used for real-time case use cases. So it's perfectly a good example to understand how it is working. And you will also understand the scenario where variable declaration in the middle will be helpful if you go for the scenario based. See guys, only for the student who is passed, for that student I'm using the variable called total and average, so that declaring in the inside the block or in the middle of the program is always best in this situation. But why I declared these variables in the beginning? Because these are common for everybody. For past candidate, we have roll number, marks in 3 subjects, and name is common. For failed candidate also, we should have all these variables. That is why I kept them outside this, or in the main method directly, instead of keeping the variables inside a block. So only these 2 variables like total and average, I kept it inside the if block, because only for past candidates these are required. Like I might be calculating rank of the student only when this division, like first class or second class or distinction or third class, like that, they have depends upon the average. You need to calculate the what you call division of the student, division or grade of the student. A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, or O grade, A plus, A grade, B grade, like that they will be having, right? Excuse me. So that you can try as a task, guys. You can try the same thing. Use the same program and try to add this. I think I pasted already, right? Yeah. So that you can do the task now. Task one. Uh, Calculate. Use the above program, and calculate grade of a student based on the following table. Average table. Okay, following table. In the table I'm giving you what you call the range, guys. Like, if the average is in between this to this, then the grade will be like this, like that. I'm giving a table so that you can use this to do the task. This is the average criteria, average range, and here is the grade that you need to display. So if the average is between 80 to 100, then you have to print a grade, or you can say O grade or A plus, something like that. I'm giving ABCD for simple understanding. 70 to 79, up to 79. I mean less than 80. That means I have to print a B grade. If the average is between 60 to 69, then it will be C grade. So 35 pass mark, right? Minimum marks. 35 to 59, then it will be something like D grade. Okay, like that I'm giving, four grades. So instead of A, B, C, D, you can give a O grade here, A plus, A and B, like that you can give it, guys. D for D10. Some universities will say D for D10. D10 means failed. Like that they might be giving. I'm giving like this, guys. You can try this in your system and let me know any issues. Okay. Yeah, so you can try this. So you can use simple if here in order to do this simple if because we have four conditions, right? You need to use a AND operator in order to check the values between 80 to 100 or not. Okay, you can write if average greater than or equal to 80 and double AND symbol, you need to use AND operator, and average less than 100, then you need to print a grade is equal to, or take a character variable char grade is equal to, like that. Take a character type variable, grade is equal to, you can initialize in single quotes A, like that you take it, guys. You can take like this, char grade, take a variable called char grade, and when you are writing condition, as I said, you can write like this. If average greater than or equal to 80 and average less than or equal to 100, then you can say grade is equal to A, single quotes you need to use, guys. Like that you write the remaining things and finally print the grade value along with the average. Okay, so that you can do it, guys. So take a variable, char type variable, guys. Okay, char type variable. Why I'm taking char type variable? Come on, guys. Why don't I take a string variable? Why I'm taking char type variable? Please respond in the chat box, guys. What is difference between char and string, guys? Difference between char and string. Ah, single letter, exactly. Good, good. Yes, Uma, very nice. It takes less memory. Character occupy only 2 bytes. Okay, but string occupy more memory. Depends upon the number of characters. So that is why better to go for char when you are storing only single character. Exactly, I will store single character. Better to go for char type variable. As I said, you A B C D. Okay, if you are taking more than one characters, like two or more, like I can say distinction, first class, first, second, third, like that I want to display with multiple characters, right? In that case better to go for what you call string. So that is also a question they might ask you, what is difference between okay, char and string, that you need to note down. And now let's go for I don't know whether it is given or not in the last session, guys. Did I give this big number among three numbers? You need to take three numbers and you have to check A is big or B is big or C is big or all are equal. Is it given in the last session?
No, sir.
No, na? Okay, that you can also try, guys. Task number two: accept three numbers from user. I think I gave it. I gave it. Okay, guys. If it is not there, you can try this. Okay, it is not there. You try it. Okay, accept three numbers from user and display the big number. Okay, uh, or equal also you need to say whether if all are equal or any one is big number among three numbers, that you need to check. This is to be task number two. You can try. So now let us move on to the uh, uh, you know one more program I will tell you, which is given in the task in the yesterday's notes. That is even sorry, major or minor. We need to take a uh, current year from user. I think we did it already, but now we are doing with if else. So if else exactly deals with two, right? Two choices, right? So I'm taking this example, suitable example for if else. So I'm accepting if else major or minor. So I need to say greater than equal to age is greater than equal to 18. I will say major. Otherwise, I mean less than 18 means minor. So how to do this? So if else demo 3, something like this, major or minor, like that I'm writing the program. So let us take a integer, current year and a born year. So current year, I'm not uh, asking the user. Instead, you can calculate using date time class, which is there in C sharp predefined class, date time dot now dot year. Okay, so that I'll be getting current year 2026. Born year, we need to ask the user console dot write or write line, enter your born year or enter born year, like that I'm asking. If born year or year of birth is something that I'm taking into be year variable, both are ready. Now we are calculating age variable is not there, right? So I can take it in the randomly int age is equal to current year minus born year. Now I'm writing if average sorry, age greater than or equal to 18, I will say you are a minor, otherwise you are sorry major, otherwise means else I will say you are a minor. And here what I want to do, I want to display the age of a person. So instead of writing inside if and else, I want to give it common for both the people, both minor and major, right? So your age is the value of age I need to print age. So age is might be 14 years or something like that. That I need to print here years in the double quotes. So your age is 20 years. Your age is 25 years. Your age is 30 years. Like that it will display. Your age is 14 years minor, like that it will display. So that's the reason I gave it outside the if and else block. What is meant by outside? This is common for everybody. What is meant by inside the if block? It is only for the person who has the age greater than equal to 18 years. For that I am printing you are major. Here I am printing you are a minor, else means less than 18. Okay, let's check it out, guys. Let's run it how it is working. We are not asking for current year since we know it. Date time class provides you current year, date, month, everything by default from the system. So we are making use of the same date time class, predefined class, which is in a system namespace. See, guys, now it is asking me for born year. So I'm entering 2016. I'm giving 2016 means 26, 10 years only. So your age is 10 years, you are a minor, like that it is displaying. So let's enter 2000 now. So 26 minus 2000, it will be 26 years. So minor will be displayed. 20, uh, you know, or let's say 2005. 2005. You can see here 21 years, you are major, like that you are getting message. So that is the way you are making use of if else. So exactly either minor or major means the student or the person might be a person's age might be greater than equal to 18 or less than 18. Same thing is done for eligible for voting. Okay, 18 above means you are eligible for voting, less than 18 means not eligible. Nowadays government, I think they might increased for 21 years. Is it implemented or not, I don't know. So government is planning to give 21 years age for for elections very soon, I think so. That they will see. So if you have that, you can modify. Okay, so that is the way if else is exactly used. So let's copy paste this code, and we will be going to another example. Major or minor. Okay, so age calculator with the major or minor. This is done already, you need not do that. And what else, let me show you something called the drawback of if else, in which case if else will give you wrong results. Okay, so that is what the difference between if else, I mean in which context we should not go for if else. So as I told you earlier, when you have exactly two choices, you can go for, when we have exactly two choices, then go for if else. That is what I told you. If you go, what happens when I have three choices? For example, let us see an example of what we did so far. Same thing I'm showing you. You are taking you know a number from user, and you want to check whether it is positive number or negative number, guys. We did it already, same thing we are doing it, but using if else. Okay, so if else demo 3. Okay, so what are we doing here? Sorry, positive, right? Positive or negative. So what is positive or negative? In my opinion, exactly when you have two choices, this is suitable, guys. But might be zero, sir, this is not suitable. Okay, let us take a number from user, integer number. Ask the user for value. Enter a number like that I'm asking. User will enter a positive number or negative number. There might be chances of giving either of this. Num is equal to, so I'm reading number into num variable. After that we are writing, guys, if number greater than 0, see guys, number greater than 0, what I'm saying, positive, number is positive. Else I'll say number is negative. This is what I wrote. So what is my opinion? User definitely will enter positive or negative number. That is what I'm thinking, guys. User might enter positive number like 9, 9 greater than 0. Yes. So you will get the message as number is positive. Let us make it short. Positive. Okay, or negative. If user entered -5, -5 greater than 0, no. So it will come and print a message negative. This is okay when user is entering positive value or negative value. Okay, let's run it first, guys. So enter a number, it is asking. I'm giving 5. What it is saying? Positive. So 5 is positive number. Absolutely good. So now I'm running the same program. This time I'm giving negative value, guys. So I'm giving -5. What it is saying? Negative. This is also good actually. So 5 means it is saying positive. If I give -5, it is saying negative. But what happens if I give 0? That is what we need to ask ourselves. Let's run it now. Come on, guys. What do you guess if I give 0 here? So what are you expecting when you enter 0 instead
Either
of
positive or negative.
What do you think?
Yesterday we did this problem.
Hmm.
This program we did yesterday.
Now, what is the output you are expecting?
Uh, it is neither positive nor negative.
But I did not write it in my program, right? I wrote only this.
Yes.
Look at the code. I gave it positive in if block, else block I wrote negative. So there is no matter of neither positive nor negative, or it is zero something. I did not write it. Only two choices I wrote. So what happens if I give zero? Come on, guys. This is the code I have entered. What are you expecting? Please respond in the chat box. This is the code I wrote it. So negative Nandishwari, okay. What about Maheshwari? Negative or positive or empty? No, no output. No error, no output. Yes, the answer is negative. Why it is showing negative? Let's test it first. After that, we will come to discussion. So I'm entering 0 and let us see the output, what it is giving. See guys, I entered 0. What it is saying? Negative. Negative. Okay, why it is saying negative? Because 0 greater than 0, it is checking if condition. 0 greater than 0, false. False means it will come to else part blindly and it will display the message negative. It doesn't know that negative is wrong answer. Only its duty is to check the condition is true or false. If it is true, it will execute if block. If it is false, it will blindly go to else part and display the message. That is where the problem comes to if else. So that if you have three choices, as I said you, the number may be positive or maybe negative or maybe zero. Three choices, right? So three choices do not use if else. Exactly two choices. For example, a patient went to medical lab. Okay, they took blood from the patient and they are testing whether this patient is affected by malaria fever or not. So when they are testing it, the result might be positive or negative. Positive means, so you need to take a treatment because he is affected by malaria fever. Negative means, happily will say, oh thank God, will take this medicine whatever is given by doctor for temporary relief. They will come and utilize or use the temporary medicine. Otherwise, they need to take the complete course for curing this malaria fever. Okay, so that is said to be difference between if else. So if you have exactly two choices, so the patient is affected, then the result is positive. Not affected, no disease or no bacteria found in his or her body, means the result might be negative. So that is called as the scenario where do we use this if else. Exactly two options, either positive or negative. As I said, you pass or fail, selected, rejected, white or black, only two choices, then go for this. Okay, left or right, either left side or right side. No sir, I will go middle of the road, that is not suitable guys. So in this three choices, if else is not suitable. That is what important point you need to remember. Okay, so which is not a best example actually. So if you want to do this three scenario example, we need to use else if or simple if, what we have done so far in the last program. Okay, same way you can also try for one more example which is related to the same, where you might be entering a number is a big or b big, two big number between two numbers. We did it right. Okay, so let me copy paste it and display the output also. So in the above program, if you enter 9, then the output would be positive. If you enter, okay, So if you enter negative value -9, so the output is negative. That is also okay. But if you enter 0, if you enter 0, you will get a negative, which is wrong output. So which is not correct. That is why we should not use if else, when we have more than two choices. This is what important thing, when you are working with the if else. Okay, just I'm keeping it in a, highlighting the eyes so that you can understand. Same thing applies to big number between two numbers. If you give a greater than b, a is bigger, else you can say b is bigger. So if user enter definitely two different values, then this is good. If user enters by mistake equal values also will be given, in that case this is not suitable, guys. That also can test it in your system. Yeah, that's all about if else. Else if we'll discuss in the next session, guys. Okay.